Good doesn't begin to describe Olivia's success in America. The Yanks can't get enough of her. Farrar writes her next hit, Have You Never Been Mellow?
Have you never been mellow? Have you never tried? Have you never let someone else be strong?
Maybe I want you to know that you've got a whole bunch of friends in our country.
Thank you very much, and I'm very grateful to them, Perry, because my success has happened in such a short time. Do Americans always welcome visitors with such open arms?
Well, when they look like you do.
Look, somebody gave me this just before you came out. Is this your latest album?
Yes, it is.
Called Have You Never Been Mellow?
I'd like to sing some songs that are my favorites, and I hope will be your favorites as well. And this song is sort of to get us in the mood.
Here's Olivia singing a little of her own kind of music. Have you never been mellow?
There was a time when I was in a hurry as you are. I was like you. There was a day when I just had to tell my point of view. I was like you. Now I don't mean to make you frown. No, I just want you to slow down. Have you never been mellow? Have you never tried to find a comfort from inside? Have you never been happy just to hear your song? Have you never let someone else be strong? Never let someone else be
I'm trying to think today, the last time or the first time you were with us on the show. It's been over a year and a half, something like that. And what a year you've had. I don't want to embarrass you, but it's kind of remarkable. And in your rather short career, at least here in this country, you had 2 Grammy Awards, of Record of the Year, the Best Female Vocal Performance, 4 American Music Awards, the Best Country Album, the Best Pop Album, the Best Single, the Best Pop Performance, Billboard Magazine, the Top Female Vocals of the Year, the People's Choice Show, you tied with Barbra Streisand as the most popular female singer of the year. Is that embarrassing? She said that's a little embarrassing, but that's remarkable. You ought to retire and let somebody else have a whack at it. You know, they're going to get angry
I
at
think
you
it might
pretty
be
soon.
safer if I do.
Follow me where I go, what I do and who I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. Follow me up and down, all the way and all around. Take my hand and say you'll follow me. I never spoke falsely or crossly. I never put tears in your eyes. And you never shattered my lonely heart. You never deceived me with lies.
new star on the musical horizon. And here she is, singing her way into your hearts, Olivia Newton-John.
It's so easy to say too much. Castles in the sand that wash away. It's so easy to pledge yourself when you cannot pay. It's so easy to tell yourself things will work out fine. It's so easy to break a heart like you're breaking mine. It's so easy to break a heart like you're breaking mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Olivia Newton-John.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass. Can't think of anything I need. No cigarettes, no sleep, no light, no sound, nothing to eat, no books to read. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe is to love you. All I need is the air that I Peace came upon me, and it leaves me weak. So sleep, silent angel, go to sleep.
You can do another number for us? Have you got something worked out with Tom and the fellas?
In the corner of the bar there stands a jukebox with the best of country music, old and new. You can hear your 5 selections for a quarter and somebody else's songs when yours are through. I got good Kentucky whiskey on the counter and my friends around to help me ease the pain, till some button-pushing cowboy plays that love song. And here I am just missing you again. Please, sister, please, don't play B-17. It was our song, it was his song, but it's over. Please, sister, please, if you know what I
like to tell you while you were singing that song, you just won another award as the Tonight Show's favorite singer.
Oh, thank you very
You
much.
won everything else. That was lovely. Thank you.
The nominees.
Yes.
Four.
Oh, this is the winner. You read the nominees.
The female vocalists, pop or rock, are Olivia Newton-John, Helen Reddy, and Linda Ronstadt.
And the winner are Olivia Newton-John.
This is really fantastic. I'd like to thank everybody out there, and I'd like to say one thing, that when I started my career, I was guided along by one fantastic lady who happens to be standing behind me, and I'd like to thank her for giving me the stimulation in the beginning, Miss Dion Warwick. Thank you to you, and thank you everybody.
Then how about crooning the three nominees for favorite pop album?
Good idea.
Elton John's greatest hits, Elton John. Have you ever been mellow, Olivia Newton-John? One of these nights, the Eagles.
And the winner is Olivia Newton-John.
Maybe we should have a recount for this one. You sure that's right? I really think that both Elton and the Eagles deserve this award as much as I do, but what can I say? I would really like to thank my producer, Mr. John Farrow, who wrote Have You Never Been Mellow for me. I think he is fantastic. He made it possible for me and my record company, and especially all my fans who bought the record. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
The nominees for the favorite country female are Olivia Newton-John,
Don't play B-17. You set this
Loretta Lynn,
chicken your
and Linda Ronstadt.
The winner is the lovely Miss Olivia Newton-John.
I've been rehearsing 2 days to learn the rest of the show, but this is the part of the show that I didn't rehearse. But I'd like to thank everybody out there and all you country people for accepting me, and especially 2 years running. I'm knocked out. My heart's racing too fast. Thank you very much.
Right along with that one.
It was a time in the early 70s when the big groups were Creedence and the Band, and everyone was hirsute, and they're sort of grungy and gruff. And again, the sweet girl next door, something about it worked incredibly well.
By the mid-70s, it seemed that Olivia could do no wrong. She had big hits with Have You Never Been Mellow, Please Mr. Please, Something Better to Do.
I try to be patient. I try not to moan, but it's driving me crazy, trying to live here alone. My conversation gets nowhere when I talk to myself. I've lost my sense of humor somewhere here on the shelf. The moon is wasting its shine, shining on me, until I see you again. I won't be out in the moonlight, and I'll be sleeping by 10. The birds are wasting their song, singing to me, until I'm waking have to find something better to do.
Please welcome back Olivia Newton-John.
It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on our way to there, why not share? And the load, it doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he is my brother.
Olivia Newton-John and special guest Valerie Harper are spending Christmas in the Rockies with John Denver. It's the one place your family should be this holiday season. John Denver, Rocky Mountain Christmas.
Tomorrow at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Life in the city can make you crazy. The sounds of the sand and the sea. Life in a high-rise can make you hungry. The things that you can't even see. Fly away. Fly away. Fly away. In this whole world there's nobody as lonely as she. There's nowhere to go and there's nowhere that she'd rather be.
I think one of the things Olivia Newton-John enjoyed most about her time up here with us was a chance to ride for the first time on a beautiful Tennessee Walker.
Is there anybody out there who can shine? Anytime would be fine. Is there anybody out there who can glow and would like to see this woman's love light show? Shine on me, let it shine. Is there anybody out there who can shine? Anybody who anytime would be fine. Anybody would is there anybody out there who can glow? Anybody who'd like to see a little flower grow? Shine on me, let it shine.
Olivia had almost immediate success in the United States, but at first that success was more in the country chart than the pop chart.
In 1973, Let Me Be There became Olivia's first top 10 hit in America. Even more surprising, the song hit #1 on the U.S. country charts, introducing Olivia's music to a whole new set of fans.
It was really interesting when I talk about it now, because here we were, an Australian girl with an Australian and English producer, written by an Englishman at Abbey Road, and we had a huge hit in America on country radio. So that was really the beginning of my country career in America.
Do you guys like country music? It's really a shame because we don't know any of those songs.
Now, when you first left Australia, prior to that, in the 60s, you've been doing a lot of rock and roll material, and especially on the Go Show, and working with people like Johnny Farrar. Then you went into sort of a more country type of thing.
Everyone can relate to country music. Well, everyone may not be listening to it, but it has enough fans around the world that in a few short years it has become a billion-dollar industry. This is Doug Ramsey in New York.
Please don't take him just because you can.
You know, I didn't realize I was a country singer until I got a phone call from
a lovely man. His name was Al Gallico, and he was my publisher in America. And he called me up one day, I think, and he said,
you know, you have a country and western hit, you really should come over here.
Olivia's flirtation with country music had become a fully fledged romance. She was now a pop star dominating country.
Fascinates me, you're known as a country singer. I keep seeing your name on country music charts. I see that you win awards at country shows. And yet, is that really your type of music? Because I've never thought of it as being country.
Country is sort of an integral part of what I do, but I never have classed myself as a country singer. When anyone asks me, I'd say I'm a singer and I sing country, but I love to sing pop and I love to sing old songs and new songs, anything really. But I suppose to have a label of any sort is good. At least, you know, I had success with country music, so I'm very thrilled to have it.
Peter Gormley was the one that kind of introduced me to country as country. My father had given me an album of Tennessee Ernie Ford a few years before that. The Banks of the Ohio was a song I used to sing when I was just singing in the clubs.
Tried to do it, you know, with acoustics and we wanted to have a vocal group on it. And we ended up getting a guy called Mike Sams with a big deep voice. And everybody seemed to like that, so we used Mike on the next 3 records.
When I started recording, I had to find a style, because my producers decided that my voice was best suited to ballads and soft country.
She became a huge country star, and for many years they thought she was an American country star, like Shania Twain or someone. You know.
In 1974, Olivia won the prestigious Country Music Female Vocalist of the Year award, beating Nashville heavyweights Dolly Parton and Loretta Lynn.
Smoking cigarettes and...
Controversy erupts when the Country Music Association names Olivia as the Female Vocalist of the Year.
Oliver Newton-John. Right.
Some association members are upset that a non-American is honored with country music's top crown.
Oblivious to the fact Olivia's voice and musical style were ruffling the feathers of certain people in the country establishment.
And when she won the Grammy for Best Female Vocalist with a country hit, a lot of Nashville pickers got their dander up.
And the first I kind of heard about it was an interviewer asking me, almost like this, how do you feel about the controversy about you winning the award? And I said, what controversy? But I wasn't really aware that country and western was such a different thing, you know. I thought that was just part of music. I wasn't aware that there was a country and western market and a rhythm and blues market in this country.
Because in England, the charts were all the same, and you had, you know, pop and ballads and jazz, and country was part of that. And then I discovered there's a whole other world of just country music, and I'd had If You Love Me, Let Me Know, and Let Me Be There had done very well there, so...
I guess the Nashville establishment, if you want to call them that, weren't thrilled about Olivia winning all the country awards when she was not really country.
Well, the country music people, or some of them, I'd say just a fraction of them, weren't too thrilled because I won some country awards, and they felt that this imposter outsider from England, this Australian person from England, couldn't quite figure me out.
There was a terrible furor because I wasn't from Nashville, and I was from Australia and then England, and they were very, very upset with me. And then Loretta Lynn, who's a very sweet, kind lady, wrote something in her book to the effect of, we love you, Olivia, and we don't care. Dolly Parton and Loretta Lynn stood up for me, and which I've always been grateful for.
Well, I think they grew too once they got over being chaffed about her winning the award. How could you not love Olivia?
But at the time, it was somewhat controversial. What was it like for you to sort of be amid that controversy?
I really wasn't aware of it because I think I would have been very kind of upset by it at the time.
Of course, it was upsetting because I didn't want to offend anybody, and I didn't know I was stepping on anyone's toes.
Right.
As it turns out, as it usually happens with things that are difficult and controversial, in the end they turn out to be positive.
I kind of understood, but for me, I felt that music is an international thing, doesn't belong to anybody, it doesn't belong to a particular town.
It really was the beginning of crossover music for country acts to go into the pop charts, and John Denver and I were kind of the first to do that.
I was embarrassed for all my country cousins, and I thought, you know, I think I'm gonna write a song about it. So I wrote this song called Ode to Olivia, and it goes, we ain't got the right to say you're not country, you're just a country girl, it's so plain to see.
Have you been accepted by Nashville yet?
I think just about. Yes, I have.
No, I'm going to sing you a selection of country music songs because they were the first successful records I ever had. So if you feel like joining in and you want to clap along and everything, please don't because you're going to mess us up. Do you like country music?
You people here don't like that country music much. And because you don't like it so much, I'm going to sing another one for you, right?
But I'll be coming home again someday. No, I won't forget that I'm a country girl. I'll come back to you. Believe me, I won't forget that I'm a country girl, a country girl. You know I'll always
You're now doing what they call fair dates. You were recently at the
Yes.
Allentown Fair, and you said we had a tremendous flash storm here the other night, and you were on stage when that occurred.
Yes, we had to go on, and I sang with the rain pouring in on me, and the audience was sitting with coats over their heads and plastic bags with their nose peeping through and umbrellas. I was singing all these songs about sunshine, and my trousers were absolutely soaked up to the knees, and the poor boys are trying to play their guitars, and their fingers are slipping all over the face.
Oh, that's sad, but you've never had to do anything like that under conditions like that before.
I started off looking, my hair was all in place and everything. I came off like a rag with my hair all in curls, and they're a fantastic audience. So when they clapped, it was like slosh, slosh. I think my first concert was in North Dakota excuse me, my teeth in here, in a school gymnasium, and we all met up in Minneapolis, and I had to put a band together in a week. John Farrar came with me because he was my producer, and he helped me put the band together, and he was going to play on this tour. And the first band we fired, and then we had to find new people and put an act together in like 2 days or a day, a whole show. So we had a Greyhound bus to take us around. We were going to do a whole lot of concerts around the Midwest and everything.
Do you feel you could settle down and listen to a very quiet song? I've added this one because it's a favourite song of mine, and I hope you're going to like it. If you can stay with me, because it's very quiet and it's very sad.
Where am I when you're not here? I see you, but we're not clear. You wouldn't know. How could I show you where to look when I'm not here? You can hold and have me near, but when I go, how can I show you just don't know. Am I when you? I just don't know what to do. But when we're here, oh, it's so clearly
Okay, Olivia, welcome back to Australia.
Thank you.
Right, you're here strictly this time on a private family. You're going, to Newcastle, I believe.
I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. And then
What
to
are you doing in
Newcastle.
Melbourne?
I've got a brother there and some nephews and nieces. And
You
then
haven't
I'm
seen
going
the
up to...
donkeys yet.
Yeah.
Ah.
Then I go up to Newcastle for Christmas.
Right.
And then I'm going back to Los Angeles for New Year.
You're sort of right at the top now. How hard has the road been?
You know, it's
Pretty-
been a lot of hard work, but it's been great.
You had a lot of luck on the way?
I think everything combined.
What's your sort of biggest piece of luck you've had?
Oh, I really don't know. Maybe it was the right song, finding the right song, and then there's a lot of things, the right producer, the right song, and then the right timing. It all adds up, and then people have got to like you after that.
Yes. You going to be doing any new albums coming up shortly?
I just recorded one about a month ago in London, and it'll be out in about February, I think. I don't, here maybe March, I suppose, but a month or so difference.
What's the title of it?
I don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
We'll
It's
see
like
which
that.
song stands out now.
Stands out as a single.
This song was written by the Bee Gees, and Morris was my friend, so I'd like to sing this.
If my life gets like a jigsaw with the pieces out of place, come on over. Put a smile back on my face. And if all my bad days came at once, you would know just what to do. Come on over, baby, you would see me through. And if you think I need you, come on over. Bring your love around. You can dry away my tears. And if you think I need you, come on over. Lay your body down. You know I will be here. So bring your love around. You're going up and down, back and forth. You're on a wild pony ride. Pony, run out the door. A free spirit, you hear it. Even the sun won't bring you down. Pony, run like before.
Jolene was a Dolly Parton song, and I love Dolly Parton and I loved her music, and I put that out. I think it was on one of my albums, but it did quite well as a country single.
do you sort of see ahead for you in the coming year? What sort of things are you going to do?
I've got some television shows, and then I've got my own television show.
Glenn Campbell, Down Home, Down Under. Guest star Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John?
Glenn Travis Campbell.
Ah, you mean I had to come over 12,000 miles to get somebody to reveal my middle name?
Oh, I think it's a lovely name. In fact, I think I'm going to call you that, Travis.
Suit yourself, Newton.
All right, I can take a hint.
Me and you and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it has to be. The only one for me is you,
And you for me.
so happy together. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the one you love and hold him tight. So happy together. Is this yours?
Boy, that's some fantastic weapon, Steve. Brings the bird right back with it, huh?
You know, there's an old Australian song that explains your problem much more accurately than you seem to be able to throw it. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, but you ain't going to embarrass me in front of my buddies, are you?
I'm going to ask them to join in. You want to join in with me? His boomerang won't come back. His boomerang won't come back.
Well, I've waved the thing all over the place, and I've practiced till I was blue in the face. I'm a great disgrace to the Australian race. My boomerang won't come back.
No, his boomerang won't come back. No!
My boomerang
won't come back.
Oh, hello there, cowboy. Where did he hop in from?
That's Thumper. He's a wallaby, sort of a compact kangaroo. He's been my friend for years. It's one of the family.
Well, hello there, Thumper Newton-John. He can run the pants off a kangaroo.
Watch me wallabies feed, mate. Watch me wallabies feed.
They're a dangerous breed, mate, so watch me wallabies feed.
I bet you a kangaroo. We could all dance to a didgeridoo. Everybody's looking for something new. Bet you something old could get to you. Come on, boys, give it a chance. Adelaide ladies just love to dance. Come on, boys, give it a chance. All God's children just love to dance.